All right, back we go. It is Monday, February 1st. Market's closed. Strong day for the market. A bounce back day. A lot of the big stocks like the game stocks, AMC, COS, you name it, they're all down today. EXPR, very volatile. They fell pretty hard. So that's where that is. We'll see if the market can continue tomorrow. It's right up against 377, a 13 EMA. Got to break that. You're sandwiched between the 50 EMA, 370. If this was a fake out today, then we have a down day tomorrow. We break that 50 day. Yeah, that's what you want. You want this market to flush down. That's a little move right now, the drop. We want a bigger move. And okay, that's where we're at. Anyway, let's start off with TXMD. 266 million float, 505 million market cap. Uh, Analysts just cut their EPS forecast substantially, simply Wall Street. Operates a women's healthcare United States. Yeah, I've done this one, I believe, recently. I've done a lot of these over now, so we're just seeing where we're at. So, yeah, the move down on here, 225 to the one line. Look at this big move. And you can see the back further. Look at this channel, back and forth till a break. Went to 125, went to 225, came back, and then that highs on this. On this, the highs were getting higher and the lows were getting higher. And the reverse on this, the highs were getting lower and the lows were getting lower. You can actually draw a line here and a line here, and you have a wedge. There's so many ways you can do it. I'm doing like trend lines, like all the way across. People do it this way too. When you go like this, you want to connect points. And right here, this is called a falling wedge. This is perfectly set up falling wedge. If you can see this pattern and you're following this stock, you know what it's going to do. Because on a falling wedge, it's 1, 2, 3. Really, this is 4 and then 5. So it's kind of 4 again. And then that was 5. And that is exactly the takeoff, the liftoff on that. It worked out to a T. Sometimes, this won't go up and it'll fall back. But once this broke 125, look at this beautiful 13 over 20 EMA. Heavy volume here. Big white candles. That's my up volume. I don't see why this is not going to go to 225 unless something happens. It's such a strong momentum move here. So 225. If we break that, 250, 275 looks pretty strong. You do have a big gap up here to 375. Right here, 375. Put this line in. And then, on this stop, this is going up pretty strong. It's getting far away from your EMAs. This comes back to 175, 150. That's okay. It could bounce. So just keep that in mind. Look at this overall chart. Bottoming here, back and forth. Looks like we're going up. The pattern's down for a while, then we start to make the move up. So it's looking pretty promising. See what happens. XL. This is a 8 million float, 2.66 billion market cap. Initiated Canaccord Genuity by 30 they have. XL Fleet announces redemption of public warrants. What do? They develop hybrid electric solutions for commercial municipal vehicle market in North America. Hybrid electric drive systems, powertrains. It's founded 2009, Boston, Mass. All right, so here's the move. This broke out in November. Look at this. Back and forth, nice little moves here. 10, 16 quickly. Excuse me. And then we bounced all the way up to 34. Look at that. Look at this candle. We dropped back to 20. And, it's back and forth here. You have a trend line coming up. You can put a line right here. Well, actually, you want it to connect right here. So it's back and forth. This looks like a little flag after a big run up. It's coming down, it's consolidating. We're going to break up. I'm pretty positive on this. Electric vehicle. Yeah, you don't have to be a genius with this. Yeah, the volume on the updates are pretty good. And electric vehicle space is hot. So this is looking very good. And then I think we go here. I don't know when we're going to break out. Could be tomorrow. Could be right around this line here, and we really shoot up. And I would easily see 22 to 24 in this. Yeah, maybe get into this zone. We'll see. But look how it's structured. It's set up here in the pattern. Down. Look at this. Back and forth. And then, boom, that'll happen. Seen this before, too. You have a nice trend line coming up, too. Actually, this crosses. They have it. Finviz has it like this. Yeah, sort of like that. So it's very close. It's up against it here in XL. So it's looking pretty good on XL. BDR. Haven't done this one in a while. Blonder Technologies or Blonder Tongue Laboratories. 5 million float, low float, 21 million market cap. No news recently. Technology, manufacturing company, televisions, coding, transport, product solutions. This is a crazy chart here. Look at this chart. See, every chart is different. It's its own, like, chart of its own, you could say. Look at this May, June. Explosion. This thing went up on August. Back and forth. Now look at the low. The low's been holding here. Back and forth. Again, another one. Went to the highs. Look at these wicks. The wicks keep trying to point through, and it's right at the trend line. And right now, 163, we broke through 225, came back. And you can draw a little line here. You want this to stay above 150. You could still come back to 125-ish. Maybe even 1. Come here and bounce. Staying on this high end, though, it tells me the wicks pointing, they want it to break through. See this? They're like trying to push it through. It's like pushing through a door, and there's like a heavy weight behind it. You eventually, or like someone holding it, and eventually you're stronger, you push through. It's like they keep trying to push this. As the low comes back, it's like back and forth. Or if you're stuck somewhere, just think if you're stuck somewhere. Just say you're stuck in the snow. Anyone who's familiar with snow where you live, your car's stuck, you rock it back and forth, rock it until you just finally break through like that. Now, are we going to stay through? Or are we going to, break this 2 line and stay above? That remains to be seen because it keeps coming back. And we also have right here, 150, that's good support. I'm trying to look back here on the weekly. So you get a lot of chop back here. I would say this 3, even this 2 line. So, but it's going back and forth. You have a range here. You're pretty safe. We'll see what happens here. I think we're breaking through. I think this gets news because the float's 5 million. You have a low float. The only thing, it doesn't seem to hold. It doesn't have good, day to day where it's very grindy with these tails. So we'll see what happens. But I think we'll break through on BDR. All right, that's it. Short video on some of these stocks. Please subscribe to Mike Kim and Trade. Smash the like button. Trade ideas, referral, my link. Twitter, Mike Frank 007. TikTok, Mike Frank III. Instagram, Mike Frank 98. And stock twits, Mike Kim and Trade. That's it for now. Peace, everybody.